Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cheap Seats Gaming. I am Scott. Thanks again for tuning in. As usual, we are back at it again today with MLB Power Pros 2008 and your Jacksonville Pelicans. The last time we saw the Pelicans, they were putting up a come-from-behind win against Kansas City in the first game of this four-game set. And we'll look to keep the winning rolling here. It is Green's turn in the rotation. Been looking forward to getting back to pitching Green. Pitched that whale of a game his last time out. 7 1/3 shutout against the White Sox. As we take a look at the lineup here, our regular lineup, French is in, Barnwell a regular day off. The same lineup Kansas City had against us, and Leo Nunez, I should say, on the mound for Kansas City. As we look to start off with 2 wins to start the series against Kansas City. And Green will take his warm-up tosses to French. Back at full strength today. Everybody's done resting. And then we'll get back to the rest here in another 10 games or so, or 8 games, as Green starts the Jesus 0-2. And strikeout. Green picking up where he left off, a strikeout of De Jesus. But French, I try and keep it realistic with the catcher. Try and give him and a little pop behind short. Velarde, makes a great jumping grab. And they'll bring up Martihen with 2 out. And a ground ball to second. Oviedo will take care of Tien, and that'll retire the side. Velarde, Tankersley, Smitherman to lead off. And I was saying, with the catcher position, normally your catcher in real life would get a day or 2 off a week. So we're trying to keep that the same with our catcher, as Barnwell will sit twice a week in favor of French, give him some playing time. As Velarde looks at strike 1 from Nunez. And Velarde into right field. That's a base hit in front of Guillen. So Velarde is on. And let me see something here. Yeah, Buck's got a pretty good arm. So we want to be careful trying to steal bases on Buck. He's got a pretty good arm. So Velarde might be staying put. Unless we get in a position where we absolutely need to get a run. And, well, maybe I should have started the runner. Pena, Grutzalonic, Globe. Tankersley grounds into a 6-4-3 and erases the base hit. And there's quickly 2 away. And here's Smitherman. And 0-2 to Smitherman. Nunez misses inside. It's ball 1. Boy, I wasn't ready for that at all. It's a wild swing for me. And that does it for us there in the first. So after a leadoff single from Velarde, the double play foils the inning. Guillen, Butler, Gordon in the second here for Kansas City. As Green deals strike 1. And popped up in front of the mound. Green will take it himself, and that'll retire Guillen. There's 1 away. And here's Billy Butler. Strike 1 from Green. Strike 2 from Green. And a ground ball to first. Nolan will take it himself. And a note of Green, we've been trying to get his stamina up a bit. I think a day or 2 ago, I know I don't do a practice report, and we'll see if we get the strikeout. The ground ball was short. Velarde, and that'll end the inning. Green's stamina went up 1. So he is now at a 108. Still a little long way to go before he gets where he wanted, but he did increase that part of his game just a bit. And that'll bring up Nolan to face Nunez. Oh, I wanted that pitch. It's a foul ball. Thank goodness for that. Shot just foul. I got on top of it. And a strike from Nunez to Nolan. And Nolan will look at that one. It's ball 1. And Nolan gets a hold of that one. Out to left field. Tien giving chase. He won't get there. It's gone. A home run from Nolan on a high changeup that just hung there for him. Home run number 6 for probably our best offensive weapon. And Jacksonville on the board, 1-0 on the home run from Nolan. And that'll bring up Siebel. So a good start to the season from Nolan. I mean, Rookie of the Year 2008 for this game. It's going to go through Jacksonville. That's all I'm saying about that. And 2-2 to Siebel. And popped up. I didn't know if he was going to catch the corner or not. And there's one away. That'll retire Siebel. And that'll bring up Conti. Still hitting out of the DH spot. Looks at strike 1 from Nunez. Then Nunez misses wide. It's 1-1. And out to right field, McGeehan will make the catch. Didn't quite get all of it from Conti, and that'll bring up Myers. And strike 1 from Nunez. Misses upstairs. It's 1-1. And in the dirt, 2-1. Myers hits it on the ground, but right at Pena. And that'll end the inning. The home run from Nolan gets Jacksonville on the board. And we head to the third. And Ross Glode will lead it off for Kansas City against Green. And a strike to Glode. Strike 2 to Glode. Strike 3 from Green. Glode down on strikes, and that'll bring up Buck. And strike 1 to Buck. Curveball grounded foul outside of first. It's 0-2. Oh, Green misses badly. It's 1-2. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Green. And there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Pena. On the ground, Green knocks it down, then throw it at first. And that'll do it. So Green rolling along here. Oviedo, French, Velarde, bottom 3 for Jacksonville. And up the middle from Oviedo, but Grudzielanek is there. There's 1 away. And that'll bring up French. And clipping the corner is Nunez. And missing badly is Nunez. It's 1-1. On the ground to third, Gordon will take care of French, and that'll bring up Velarde, who singled his last at bat. Boy, how did I miss that one? And 0-2 to Velarde. And 1-2 for Nunez. And Velarde into right center. That's a base hit. DeJesus fields and throws back in, and Velarde's 2 for 2. And here's Tankersley, who grounded into that double play. And they'll check on Velarde at first. And screw it, there goes Velarde. The pitch is in there for a strike. Velarde gets the steal and base. Velarde continues to rack up steals as he gets that one off a Buck. And a runner in scoring position with 2 out. We'll see if Tankersley can bring him home. And strike 2 to Tankersley. I don't know why, I couldn't pull the trigger. So the stolen base is for naught, as I fell asleep at the wheel on that at bat. DeJesus, Grudzielanek, Tien coming to bat here in the 4th for Kansas City. And a curveball is in there, strike 1. The slider, there goes the no-hitter into center field. I don't have to not talk about it anymore. And DeJesus has great speed over at first, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. And there he goes. The throw from French is not in time, and a stolen base from DeJesus. And that'll drive into Jesus, a base hit after the stolen base. And the game is tied at 1. And Grutzelonic's probably going to try the same thing. And I don't know if we necessarily have the arm behind the plate to throw him out. On the ground to first, no play at second. Nolan will have to take it himself as Grutzelonic advances to second. And I'll bring up Guillen. And just missing low is Green. Strike 1 to Guillen. Strike 2 to Guillen. On the ground is short. Velarde takes care of Guillen with the long throw. There's 2 away. Good play by Velarde, who had to go way to his right and make a strong throw to get Guillen. So now there's 2 away. Here's Billy Butler. And we'll see if, the ball gets by French. And that allows Grutzelonic to move up. And we'll see if Green can wiggle out of it. On the ground to second, Oviedo. And that'll take care of the inning. So Kansas City gets one back. Smitherman, Nolan Siebel coming up for Jacksonville in the 4th. And here's Smitherman, who struck out looking his first time up to face Nunez. Strike 1 at the knees. Ball 2 to Smitherman. Just missing again. Just had that last time to him and happened again. And here's Nolan, who had the home run his first at bat. And missing downstairs is Nunez. Oh, I just missed that one too, but that one's going to get down. A base hit for Nolan in front of Guillen. And that'll bring up Siebel with 1 out. And Siebel into left field, a base hit. 2 on, 1 out. And that'll bring up Conti. We'll see if he can get Nolan around as Nunez is starting to tire. Oh, and the ball gets by Buck, and the runners will move up. So a prime opportunity here for the Pelicans. And missing inside, it's 2-1. And a mistake pitch. Oh, right through Buck. And that'll allow a runner to score. So we get a run on the E3 from Buck. And we'll retake the lead, and that'll chase Nunez in favor of Peralta. And that'll bring up Myers with runners on the corner and 1 out. Strike 1 from Peralta. Peralta inside again, but misses this time. And misses wildly outside, ball 2. And it's 3-1 to the Pelican left fielder. And popped foul behind third. And into the seats, 3-2. And a strikeout of Myers. And that'll bring up Oviedo. Oviedo picks on a mistake pitch into left center field. That'll bring in a run. Oviedo's heading for second. And Conti's into third. An RBI single for Oviedo. And it's now 3-1 Kansas City with French up. And a base hit could score 2. French takes ball 3. It's 3-0. And there's a strike. And on the ground, but right at the shortstop, Pena. And that'll retire the side. More strings of singles for Jacksonville. They pick up 2. 3-1 Pelicans as we go to the 5th. And Alex Gordon will lead it off. And a strike from Green. And just missing. And 1-2 from Green. Gordon on the curveball, Tankersley back, it's over his head. And Gordon will cruise into second with a double. Well, we need some speed in the outfield. A faster outfielder probably would have gotten there. And that brings up Glode. And they're looking for the curveball now. I'm going to have to stop throwing it. Gordon crushed it, and now so did Glode, so we're going to have to come off the curveball. And here's Buck. On the ground and hit hard, but just wide to third. A foul ball. 0-2 to Buck. On the ground to short. We'll get up the run. Oh my God, I wanted it to second. This joystick really screws me up sometimes. I think we've discussed it before. I'm not using a Wii controller, so I got a joystick where the D-pad should be, and it makes it really hard sometimes throwing the bases. If you're not right on accurate, it throws it to the wrong base. And now here's DeJesus with 2 on. And a foul from DeJesus. Oh, and he just got a piece of it. I don't know how, but he did. And DeJesus keeps spoiling pitches. And a strikeout at DeJesus. 2 away. And that'll bring up Grutalonic. And we'll see if Green can get out of the inning here. And on the ground to first, Nolan will tag the bag, and that'll do it. Kansas City gets one back against Green. And that'll bring up the top of the Pelican order, Velarde, Tankersley, Smitherman. See if we can get that one back. And here's Velarde against Peralta. Velarde up the middle, another base hit. As DeJesus will throw it back in. And Velarde's aboard with nobody out. And Peralta holding the ball, keeping a close eye on Velarde. Oh, he tried to bunt. Didn't quite get it. Tankersley, oh, they had the infield in, guarding against the bunt. And he pops one over short for a base hit. So that'll bring up Smitherman with 2 on and nobody out. Looking to do some damage, but he takes strike 1. And pops one into right. Guillen's not going to get there. That one gets down, but I had to hold the runners. I wasn't sure. And now it's bases loaded for Nolan. And the pitcher is tiring. And the ball gets by Buck. It's not going to be far enough. Get back. And everybody's back. Oh, boy, that was close. Strike 1 to Nolan. And strike 2 to Nolan. Nolan, oh, on the ground to third, but get the out at home. Can Nolan beat it out? He does. Couldn't quite get back to it. And here's Siebel with the bases still loaded. And the ball gets by Buck again. Boy, the computer's trying to get me out any way they can here. That's ridiculous. And now he's exhausted. And Siebel gets one to right. Did he get enough of it? If he is, it's a slam. It's gone! Grand slam for Siebel. His first home run of the year is a granny. And he picks on a mistake pitch. And Jacksonville goes up 7-2 on our first grand slam of the year from Siebel deep to right field. Big home run from Siebel to put the Pelicans up 5 here in the 5th. And that'll chase Peralta from the game and bring in Soria. As the inning continues with Conti, who switches. And strike 1 to Conti. And right on the lower part of the zone, strike 1, strike 2 to Conti. Conti into right field, a base hit in front of Guillen. And Jacksonville continues their rally with just 1 out. And that'll bring up Myers. Oh, just missed. Way ahead of a mistake pitch again. And 1-1 to Myers. 2-1 to Myers. And strike 2 to Myers with 1 away. And there goes Conti. The hit and run is on. And a base hit into left. And still just one out. And that'll bring Oviedo. And I think we've batted around this inning as Oviedo comes up for the second time. Strike one to Oviedo. Missing low, ball one, 1-1. And Oviedo skies one to left. Tian will make the catch. And there's two away. And that'll bring up French. French up the middle, a base hit. Coming home is Conti. Can he beat the throw? He just gets in ahead of the throw. It's 8-2 Jacksonville. RBI single from French, and that'll turn the lineup back over for Velarde with 2 on and 2 out. Upstairs, ball one. Strike two to Velarde. And the slider misses outside. It's 2-2. And now Soria's starting to tire. Misses downstairs. It's a full count. The runners will go. Oh, and I struck out. Was trying to do two things at once. But a huge inning from Jacksonville. A 5-spot. 4 of those courtesy the grand slam from Siebel. And Jacksonville takes an 8-2 lead to the top of the 6th. And Martin will lead off for Kansas City against Green. And Tian into center field. Tankersley, he can't get there. Boy, we need some speed out in center field. All right, he's got to get to that. That's terrible. And strike one to Guillen. And Green's starting to tire just a bit. And that one's foul into the seats. 0-2 to Guillen. And this one's going to be fair down the right field line. And that's going to score a run. Guillen will have to hold. It's 8-3. And that's going to do it for Green. I don't want to pitch him too much here. Uh, 58 pitches from Green. And he pitched 5+. That center field speed is, I mean, you got to be able to make that catch. I mean, it's just, there's just lack of speed in the outfield is just killing us. We'll go to, Huffman here in the 6th. We've got to get out of an inning, so we'll see if Huffman can continue to bring his ERA down. And he'll face Butler with 1 on. He misses low, ball 1. There's a strike from Huffman. Strike 2 from Huffman. There goes the runner. The ball is up the middle. Velarde, oh, we're just not going to get it. I couldn't take control of them. And they get a lucky base hit. Should have been a double play. But a lucky hop, and then I couldn't control Velarde fast enough. And here's Alex Gordon with 2 on and nobody out. And that's a base hit. We'll see if Guillen scores. He will. And just a couple of bad breaks here for us here in the 6th. Glode fouls one back to the screen. And that one's into left. That one's going to get down. And here comes Kansas City trying to come back. That'll play to run as Glode doubles. It's now 8-5. And Huffman still is awful. Gotta get him out of there if he's just gonna keep giving up hits, and we'll go with Emmanuel.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Jacksonville.
So a couple of runs across already for Kansas City and nobody out. And 2nd and 3rd for Buck. And that one's gonna be out to center field. Tankersley, he gets that one. And there's finally an out this inning. So Tankersley finally runs one down. And that'll bring up Pena. And Pena fouls one back. And a strike 3, good pitch from Emmanuel. And there's 2 away, that'll bring it to Jesus. DeJesus into center field. Tankersley won't get that one. And that's going to be an RBI, 2 RBI single. And all that goodwill from last inning is for naught, as Kansas City comes all the way back, and now they're only down by 1. And a little hopper to first. Nolan will take it himself, and the inning is over. So after we plate 5, Kansas City plates 5 of their own. It's 8-7 Jacksonville. Tankersley, Smitherman, Nolan coming to bat. And this one looks like it's going to be a little bit of a slugfest, as Soria is still wiping his brow. And strike to Tankersley. Strike 2 to Tankersley. On the ground, Glode. And there's one away, and that'll bring up Smitherman, who's 1 for 3. And a strike to Smitherman. That one misses upstairs. It's 1-1 to Smitherman. And it's 1-2 to Smitherman. And Smitherman caught looking for the second time this game. And that'll bring up Nolan. I honestly thought that one was going to be low. And here's Nolan. Takes a strike. Missing outside. It's 1-1. And now it's 1-2 to Nolan. Misses outside, 2-2. And Nolan into left field, just missed that one. And Tien will put it away. End of the 6th, going to top 7. Kansas City trails by 1. Tien, Guillen, Butler.
Number 24,
And we'll leave Emmanuel in for at least a little bit this inning. Swing and a miss from Tien at strike 1. And a little ground ball to first. Nolan will take it himself. There's one away.
number 11,
And that'll bring up Jose Guillen. And a fly ball to left. That one might be gone. Myers chases it. It's gone. Game-tying home run for Jose Guillen as he gets just enough of it. And Kansas City ties the game at 8 on the home run from Guillen. And we don't need to look at the replay.
16,
And that'll bring up Billy Butler.
Butler,
And a strike from Emmanuel. And another base hit for Kansas City. This one up the middle. As their bats have certainly come alive here. And Billy Butler will come out of the game for Esteban Herman as a pinch runner. And a swing and a miss from Gordon, strike 1. Strike 2 to Gordon. And oh my goodness, pounded down the right field line. This might chase Herman home. Nope, he'll stop at third. And Kansas City just continues to slug hits. And we just can't seem to figure out how to stop them. And that'll bring up Glode. Strike 1 to Glode. And there it is. That'll be an RBI double for Glode. We're getting strike 1, but then we can't do anything else, as Kansas City's just pouring it on here. And we're in Stark's the long reliever here, and he might have to come in and eat up some innings. Yeah, if Kansas City's just going to lock into everything. As we were once up 5, now we're down 2. We're up 6, and now we're down 2. On the ground, the third. It's a foul ball. And that one's popped foul off the right field line. The Buck, it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Buck goes down swinging, and that'll bring up Pena. Strike 1 to Pena. Strike 2 to Pena. And a little bounder back to the mound. Stark throws out Pena. But a 3 spot, Kansas City's put up a 5 and a 3 respectively. Scored 8 runs the last 2 innings to overcome a big deficit and take a 2-run lead. Siebel, Conti, Myers. The last time we saw Siebel He was hitting a grand slam and putting us up 5, 6. And now he comes back up and finds us down 2. So quite a turnaround from his last at bat. As Greinke comes in and Jacksonville scrambling to try and come back again. In the dirt, ball 1. And up the middle, nope, Greinke knocks it down, there's 1 away. And that'll bring up Conti. And a strike from Greinke. Greinke misses upstairs, it's 1-1. And getting a little bit too aggressive is being, oh, Pena bobbles it. So Conti will reach on the E6. And there's 1 on and 1 out for Myers. And a strike from Greinke. Myers, a mistake pitch into right field, a base hit. And there's 2 on with 1 out, and that'll bring up Oviedo. Oh, that's going to end the inning. 6-4-3. And we ground into a double play to end the inning. Top 8, DeJesus, Grusalonic, Tian. We'll see if we can put a lid on it and just try and keep Kansas City from scoring any more runs. Oh, got away with one was Stark. And it's a little pop-up to Oviedo. There's 1 away. Strike 1 to Grusalonic. On the ground to short, Velarde. There's 2 away. And here's Martin. Foul is off a pitch. French gave it a look, but it gets to the wall. It's 0-1. Oh, we're getting squeezed a little bit here. And on the ground again to short. Velarde will get in front of it, fires, takes care of Tian, and that takes care of Kansas City. Bottom 8. French, Velarde, Tankersley will look to get something started again in the 8th inning. Had our comeback last game in the 8th. We'll see if we can do it again. Strike 1 from Greinke. And 2-1. Greinke hits the corner. It's 2-2. French up the middle, fielded by Grusalonic. There's 1 away, and that'll bring up Velarde. 3 singles on the day today. And he'll look at strike 1. Into center field, Velarde doesn't have enough power to muscle it over DeJesus' head. There's 2 away with Tankersley up the bat. Oh, I pulled off of it. All right, well, that'll do it for us. We go top 9, Guillen, Herman, Gordon.
Number 11, Jose Guillen.
We'll bring in Pearsall to pitch. We're already down 2.
Attention, please. Now to pitch for Jackson.
He's been purple a long time. We'll see if we get him some work if it starts to improve his condition a bit. And brings up Jose Guillen. Pearsall misses down low, ball 1. And then into center field, Tankersley. He can't get to that one either. And it'll be a leadoff double, maybe a triple. There goes Guillen digging for 3. And he's in, and no speed in center field kills us again. And I'll bring up Herman, who pinch ran. And strikeout from Pearsall is 1 away. And that'll bring up Gordon. Strike 1 from Pearsall. And into right, oh, come on, give me the right fielder. And a base hit, and it's 11-8. And that'll bring up Glode. On the ground to first, try and get him at second. We do. We get the lead runner. The return throw, we won't get him, but a good play by Nolan to get the lead runner, and that'll bring up Buck. And there goes Glode, but that doesn't matter as Nolan fields and tags the base. So now down by 3 are the Pelicans with Smitherman, Nolan, and Siebel coming to bat. And do we have a walk-off comeback in our bag? We'll have to do it against Great Miller. And here's Smitherman. Strike 1 to Smitherman. Strike 2 to Smitherman. And fouling that one away is Smitherman. Up and away, ball 1. And Smitherman into left field, but got a little bit too much of it. And Tien makes the catch. There's 1 away, and that'll bring up Nolan. And ball 1 to Nolan. And a ground ball to second. Grudzelanek will take care of Nolan. And Siebel is the last hope here for Jacksonville. Boy, he's got about 1 million pitches he's throwing. And Siebel pops one into center. De Jesus, and that's the ball game. Jacksonville blows a gigantic lead as Kansas City turns the tables from yesterday and says we got a comeback of our own, take that. So we'll skip the highlights and go right to the player of the game. Ross Glode knocked in the go-ahead run in the 7th. We were up 8-2 at one point. We had that 6-run lead going to the top of the 6th, and that was just all Kansas City. 9 runs in the last 4 innings, and we just didn't have an answer for it. As Kansas City takes the 2nd game of the series, and 11 runs for Kansas City on 17 hits. They did make an error. It was the E6 on the shortstop Pena. 8 runs for Jacksonville. We lose by 3. Soria gets the win, his first of the year. Emmanuel suffers his first loss. Miller gets his 3rd save of the season. 2 home runs for Jay. We out-homered someone. How about that? He had the lone home run for Kansas City. Nolan gets his 6th. And that one for Siebel, the big grand slam. That was all for nothing as we blew a gigantic lead. Well, that's it for this game. Certainly didn't enjoy losing, but I hope you guys enjoyed at least watching the game. I'll be back at it again tomorrow with these same Kansas City Royals. Tomorrow is Saturday, so doubleheader Saturday. So game 1 will be game 3 of this series, and game 4 doubleheader will be the final game of this series. So go ahead, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Make sure you like. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up as well. Give me a follow and turn on that notifications. I know what I'm talking about. So you'll know when we post new videos. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everybody's continued support. Appreciate everything, guys. Really just having some fun, and glad you guys are having fun too. And with that, I'll see you next time. And for Cheap Seats Gaming, I'm Scott. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.